Happy birthday to you. Hey.
Last week, 2 days after Christmas, despite still looking about 11 years old, I turned 30, and during that Christmas period I filmed a lot of the holiday jubilations, which will be the backdrop for this particular TED Talk. As a family, we tend to have pretty quiet Christmases and birthdays. In fact, Junior probably had the best Christmas out of all of us, playing with the wrapping paper and trying on her new hat. I think the best present I got anyone this year was this gadget I got for my brother, which lets you pour perfect pints of Guinness at home.
Oh, I'm shaking so much. It's excitement.
I personally don't drink, but for some reason just quite enjoy looking at nicely poured pints of Guinness. There's actually quite a few Instagram pages out there dedicated to beautiful pints, and I can honestly sink a good 30 minutes into just looking at those. So Guinness and cats in hats aside, I wanted to talk about turning 30 in this video because it is quite a big moment in a person's life. In the lead up to making this video, I started watching other people's videos and reading posts about turning 30, and I found there was a theme emerging whereby a lot of these people, a lot of these videos and posts were speaking about how they felt they had wasted their 20s. These people spoke about how they regretted not making the most of that time, not having as much fun as everyone else, not starting their own $1 billion feet picture selling empire, just the usual things that we all use as measuring sticks for how well we're doing in life. And after consuming a bunch of these videos and posts on this topic, I noticed that a lot of these people felt down about themselves for things that I hadn't actually done either. During my 20s, rather than pursuing excitement, I largely focused on trying to achieve stability and security, and as I watched these videos from other people who felt sad for spending their time in that same way, I started to wonder, should I be feeling bad about how I've spent that time? I've not travelled, I've not partied, and I've barely sold any feet pictures. I went on to watch and read some more of these videos and posts and realised that it wasn't actually just the people on the safe side that had regrets. In fact, there was sort of a split between people who felt they'd lived too safely and didn't have enough fun, and then on the other side there were people who had lived quite wildly and were now entering their 30s feeling behind in terms of security and solid frameworks in their life. And on one of the videos I saw a comment which summed all of this up, which said, "The thing about your 20s is no matter how you spend it, you'll wonder about the other path. Party, get wasted, spend everything you earn travelling the world. You'll wish you'd been more studious and built better foundations. If you study hard, work diligently and build good foundations, you'll wish you'd partied and had more fun like the others did." Now, looking back, I don't actually feel like I wasted my 20s. That's not to say they were necessarily all good. There was about 4 or 5 years in the middle where I was in a horrible spot and was having zero fun and had zero stability, but I don't regret that time. I just view it as something which makes me more grateful for things going better now, and perhaps even necessary for things ending up the way that they have. Up until my late 20s, I felt very directionless and just generally unsafe and unsecure within myself. So focusing on building that stability and gaining a sense of direction was the right choice for me. In my mind, without a doubt, travelling to Kazakhstan and taking up a career in Guinness would not have been the right move for me. So because of that, I think my 20s panned out the way that they were meant to, and I'm not going to be losing any sleep over that. On the topic of sleep, this is a fitting time to mention today's sponsor, Manta Sleep, who I am actually running a little giveaway with today. I've been using their Pro Sleep Mask for almost a year now, and this has resulted in me having the best sleep I've had in all of my 20s. I've found their masks are incredibly soft, block out all light, and are really comfortable even as a side sleeper who overheats during the night. I've tried generic sleep masks in the past and was always so disappointed by the quality of them, both in terms of comfort and because of how much light they let in under the nose. Manta's masks fix all of these problems and come in a variety of styles depending on your needs. So onto the giveaway. If you buy any item from Manta's website using the code George10 at checkout, you'll receive a 10% discount on your order, but also have a chance to win one of their premium sound sleep masks. This mask comes with built-in Bluetooth headphones, meaning you can doze off while listening to ambient rainfall videos. To enter the giveaway, just place an order for anything on their website using the code George10. Take a screenshot of your order, send me the screenshot in an Instagram message, and I'll randomly pick a winner in 48 hours. You can then keep the mask for yourself or share the gift of sleep with a family member or a friend. You spend about 1/3 of your life asleep, so it's worth dropping a little investment to make sure you get the best sleep you possibly can. Coming back from bed talk to the TED talk, I think the elephant in the room responsible for the regret that people can feel about how they're spending their time is just how easy it is to see what other people are up to and comparing yourself to that. I know it's a topic that's kind of done to death, but with social media, you're being constantly updated with what other people are doing, where they're going, what they're achieving. And even though I'm fairly content with where my life is going, when I'm not looking at perfect pints of Guinness on Instagram and I drift onto that explore page, it's very easy to see what people are up to, and with that get caught up in comparison and doubtful self-reflection. In the past, pre-social media, I don't really think we had that. You maybe had a school reunion every 10 years where you'd find out what other people were up to, or the odd encounter with someone from high school in the cheese aisle at the supermarket. But aside from that, there wasn't really the same access to comparison that we have now. Maybe that's naive of me to say, so to any of my viewers in their 60s, 70s, 80s, I don't know if I have any viewers in their 90s, let me know if I'm way off base there. Do you notice a shift in the pressure to succeed and live a fantastic life? Or is it just the same that it's always been? Personally, I've sort of come to the conclusion that the approach that works for me is living life at a pace I'm comfortable with. I might do average in some areas of life, overachieve in others, and severely underachieve for other parts, and I'm okay with all of that. I think my ethos is that as long as I feel relatively happy and I'm working towards bigger goals, I'll be okay. In my 30s, I'll try to pick up the slack on the fun side that I neglected a little bit in my 20s, and if I'm still making YouTube videos when I'm 40, I guess I'll come back and let you all know if I've wasted my 30s. I'm curious to see what everyone else's experience is with this topic, so feel free to drop a comment letting me know on a scale of 1 to 100 how old you are and how you feel you're getting on in life. Are you locking in on security, or are you eyeing up the price of Guinness in Kazakhstan? If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.